Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today it is the first update for the Project Pan Roulette Collab. I think that's what it's called. It will be correctly written underneath me. But this is a Project Pan Roulette that was originally created by Rebecca Morgan and Alexi as like a little jukebox project they were doing together. But everyone loved the idea, so they've made this opened up to anyone that wants to take part. So I will have links below both of their channels as well as the Google document with the 50 roulette categories that you could select. So this did start last month. I think this is the 6th round. Again, that will be written in the title. I think it's the 6th round. I'm not sure, but like I said, it started last month and it finishes on January 25th, I want to say. So there is still time if you want to join in on this. You'll still have 3 months. It's so fun. So I picked 6 products. I know some people pick more, some people pick less, but I went with the original 6 that they did. And yeah, like I said, there's a list of 50 categories, prompts, and then you randomly generate 6 or however many you want to do. I took out 2, I think. 2 or 3. 2. Which I think was a product from NYX and a product from Collab, because I don't own those brands. I just don't. There's nothing against them, I just don't own anything from them, so I took them out. But yes, it is also a rolling project, so for anything you finish, add something new in. So I actually have 3 empties today, which is so exciting. So I get to try 3 new things at the end. But before I add those in, I should probably show you my empties and then also the progress I've made on the other 3 items. My first empty is for a product you don't like, and for that I picked the Revolution Matte Base Powder in the shade P4. It's all gone. I could get through powder quite quickly. I just didn't like this. It firstly was not the right shade for me. It was a bit too pink, but if it was a good powder I'd been able to look past that. It wasn't good. If you have dry skin and just want a setting powder, this may work for you. But this is not a good mattifying powder for oily skin girls or guys. I just found it didn't keep me matte. I had to put so much on, but it still, my face would eat it. Even with setting spray, it wasn't good. I didn't like it. Would not get this again. For a matte product, I picked an eyeshadow from the W7 In The City Natural Nudes eye colour palette. This is a copy of the Naked Basics palettes, but I finished this shade here, which is the shade Troy, and it was a matte. You could use it to set your primer. I used it as a transition shade. It was a cool toned creamy colour. It was Max Omega type colour, a cool toned light clay kind of colour, and I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of sad it's gone because I did really enjoy using it. But I'm glad this palette, which was a complete impulse buy, now actually looks used. I did dip into the other shades while I was using that, but obviously that's gone. But I'll still keep using this. This is a nice palette. It was just an impulse buy in the summer. And my final empty is an item from your favourite brand. And I couldn't think of my one brand that is my favourite, because I feel for it to be a favourite brand, I would be able to get a full face from them and love it, and I don't think I have that. But my favourite brands are the budget beauty brands, so Barry M, which I don't know, Barry M can be a little, So my favourite brands are Barry M. I say it wrong because it's not budget, but Barry M, Collection, Makeup Revolution, MUA, Essence, those kind of brands. So I used up this. This is the Essence Long Lasting Lip Liner in the shade Plum Cake. I loved this. I bought this because Michaela from His Budget Beauty always raved about this, and when I found it I had to get it, and it was really nice. It's all gone, but it was a retractable, plummy, mauvey lip liner of dreams. It was amazing. It was creamy but not too creamy. It was perfect for overdrawing your lips, and it went with all of the mauvey lipsticks that I love. It was just amazing. I'm sad it's gone because I cannot find this anymore to repurchase it. I looked the other day, could not find it. So I'm sad it's gone, but I had a very nice time with it while I had it. And then for my progress, for a product of your choice, I've repressed this and frankened it into a different palette, but it's the Sleek highlighter in the shade Hemisphere from the Solstice highlight palette, so it's like the purpley one. And I've repressed it into this Sleek Eye and Cheek palette. It's here. And yeah, I frankened it with a gold, like a bronzy highlight and a pink highlight, just like a little bit of each of them, because there wasn't a lot of this left. So now it's more like a pink highlight. When it was purple, it was just... The Solstice palette I find is too silver. So even like that this was quite a quite a violet-y, lilac-y shade. I don't know which is which. Lavender, I think. Yeah, it was like a lavender shade. Like it was, but when you put it on, it was just so silver. I don't like that much of a silvery highlight on my complexion. But I really like this franken I've made. So there's quite a lot in there. I don't know. This will probably not be done for the next update. Although it's not like super thick. This probably will be done for December. Sorry, I'm having to like scroll through my list. For a product you wouldn't repurchase, I went for the number 7 lip twister in the shade Rust. This is another retractable lip liner. I haven't got a lot left. I have actually been enjoying this quite a bit since I put it in. It's just like a brown lip liner, and I actually do quite like brown lip liners. And now that I'm using this, I'm thinking maybe if I found this again at a good price, I would get it again. I wouldn't be against it. I just think I always thought this was like a different tone, and I was never in love with it until I've been using it quite a lot recently instead of my Collection Cappuccino lip liner, which is my absolute favourite. So I've just swatched Cappuccino next to Rust, and I don't know if you can see they are a bit different. Cappuccino is a bit more browny and Rust is a bit more purpley. But I've been enjoying this actually. What I have liked doing with this, I do use it, put it today actually, just like to line and overdraw my lips a bit, which I've been enjoying. But I also found I did a couple times with this, I would line my lips with it and fill them in, and then put like a pale, like peachy nude liquid lipstick over the top, which are shades I never reach for because I don't think they suit me, and it just makes them so nice, and like they kind of adds a bit of warmth to it, and they're really nice for them. Which is and because I've been using it a few times to like fill in my lips, I've made a lot of progress. So it was here last time, if you can see that, and now it's here. It's, you know, pretty small. So like I said, that will definitely be done next month. And then this, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this by the finale. This is kind of a long shot product, but I would just like to see how much progress I can get on this. And now that I've finished the nail polish, spoiler alert, or not, because this may go up after it, don't know, but my nail polish in my 6 by Santa project, I finished that. That's been kind of my focus product, nail polish for the month. But I pulled this in for a Collab product, and it's the Sinful Colours Sinful Shine Kylie Jenner polish in Commando. I was here last time, and now I'm down to here. It's like a basic nude polish, which I don't always think suits me. It's not my favourite tone of nude on me, so I would quite like to get this out of my collection, but it is a pretty big bottle. It's 15ml, but obviously I didn't start with it full, and I just put like 3 coats on, so that does help it go down, but we'll have to see. But like I said, for that polish from my 6 by Santa done, this will get a lot more of my attention. But now it is time to draw our 3 new products. So I've got my random generator ready, so a number between 1 and 48. Obviously if I draw one that's already in, I'll redraw. Number 39, a limited edition item. I don't know that I've got anything limited edition. I'm having a think, and I really don't think I do, like in any category. Oh, I do have something. I do. Okay, so I've thought of something, so that can stay. I just thought I'd have to redraw that, but no, I thought of something that could count. Number 1, a product with cute packaging. And finally, number 5, A product you bought because of YouTube. Okay, going to go get my 3 new products and I'll be back to share them with you all. So I've selected my new products. For a product with cute packaging, I went for the Technic Summertime Glow Pressed Pigments palette because this packaging is so cute. And I just want to hit pan on one of the shades. I want to hit pan on the shade Aruba, which is right here. It's like a like a light kind of cranberry pinky shade. It's very pretty. I thought that was quite an autumnal shade. This palette you can still make work in autumn. For a product you bought because of YouTube, I was going through my makeup and there were a few things that were products I bought because of YouTube, but then I remembered this, which was probably the first thing that I still have that I bought because of YouTube. So I found YouTube, discovered YouTube when I was going into year 9. So I was 14, so 9 years ago. 9-10 years ago I kind of found YouTube. So this palette is hella old in my collection, but if you are an OG YouTube watcher, fan or YouTuber, you will probably remember this palette if you are from the UK. It is the Sleek Storm palette. The Sleek palettes in general everyone had. I got rid of the original one a couple of years ago, but this is the Storm palette. It's kind of, I moved it a little bit. I think it's going to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay Smoky, or based on that. I have got a lot of pan in here and I want to hit pan, don't want to hit pan. I want to use up 2 of the shades. So I'm thinking it's going to be the shade, this shade here, and then one of these 2. But we will see. Whatever 2 I hit pan on, use up, will count. I want to use up 2 of the shades because this is getting old. It still performs pretty well, but it is one I need to kind of start working on using up a little bit more. Yeah. So yeah, just want to use up 2 of the shades. And as for my limited edition product, I've gone for this little pot of Carmex. This, I think it was a limited edition collection. They did a Snoopy collection when the Peanuts movie came out. So this is hella old. There's not a lot in here, and I've only remembered this because I've been using it the past few days because I've got a cold, if you can't tell. So there's not a huge amount in there. I've hit pan and it's just a layer at the bottom. So this may be done by next update. We may have 2 empties, but I don't mind putting stuff in that I get through quite quickly because the point of this project is to roll through things. So yes, that is this update. I'm really enjoying this project so far. I know it's only been the first month, but I'm really enjoying it and I definitely will take part in probably the next round. I'm really enjoying it. So I hope you are too. Let me know if you're taking part. If you search the hashtag, you'll find people's Instagrams and videos and things. But yeah, like I said, let me know if you're taking part because I'd love to watch your videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.